Look there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, a good one in the NFC West. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. Off we go from Southern California. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further. Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
Second down, it's Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by McCoy. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now on second down. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Rams first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard
Really nice throw there.
line.
The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. On the move left, taking off.
Matthew Stafford. It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is not somebody that you're usually afraid of beating you with his legs, but every now and then he can do just enough to extend the play. That's exactly what he did here. Picks up enough yardage. converts the first down.
Stafford working from the pistol. To the left side, and Adams has it. And the Rams are going to be set up. First and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
A loss of 2.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And he's in. 2-2 and well. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown, Rams.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target, and it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll let one go. Downfield for Jennings. That's caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 55 yards on the game.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he can't hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Trying to keep the drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
On 4th down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
And that's a heck of a return right there. I mean, he's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run, and they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
Rams offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They're in tremendous starting field position after the kick return. They start with 1st and 10 up beyond midfield. Here's Stafford. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have a Rams 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On the ground, this is Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
As a route runner, once you
Brings up
identify
3rd and
zone
5.
coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10. At
So
the
here's a play, Mike,
13-yard
that is
line.
clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Alfred Collins on the stop. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
So after 1, the Rams out to the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. A shotgun snap to Stafford. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
The extra point from Hardy is good. And the Rams extend their advantage to 14-3. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Niners offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And this is a great example of can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front seven is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. They send Britton Covey back deep. This returnable from inside his own 40. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Upton Stout in for that tackle.
Brings up second down.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. It's another run here for Williams. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
A loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Back deep for the Niners, Jacob Cowling. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds.
Defense. Automatic first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now he's got third down coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
They'll run. It's Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
The thing is, the offense comes to the sideline now. The quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams can open up a 17-3 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And 3rd down coming up.
And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On comes Thomas Morstead as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 6. They'll go again with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throw on third down, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll come up here, first and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now first down throw for Stafford. He'll find his tight end. That's Higbee. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Pass caught right side by Higbee. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
He'll complete it to Adams. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. They will have it at the 24-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
That's another Rams first down.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, it's Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game. On first down, they pick up 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford down on second down. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The 49ers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, 49ers. McCaffrey. Down the sideline, past the 40. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Niners first down. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
First down, 49ers.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Purdy on first down. That's taken in by Jennings. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up second down at the Rams' 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion. 3rd and short. Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
And a 49er first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. I had a defender drift all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Jake Moody.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He sets a kickoff. And he is stopped
The
at
Rams
the
take over
25. The
first
drive
and
will
10
begin
at
there.
their own 25-yard
Matthew
line.
Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll go with Williams. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Stafford. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
1st down, it is Williams. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That gets him to 100 yards exactly after that reception and gets his team a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st down, Stafford. He gets it into the hands of that runner. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
Again, it's Stafford. There's that man again. And another catch.
Stafford's pass. Complete to Tyler Higbee. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Third and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And goal.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Rams field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams will extend their lead.
49-6.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense about ready to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll...
Akello Witherspoon on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
It's a gain of 10.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw again with Purdy. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Now Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing again is Purdy.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Here comes second and 4. Play fake. Now it's Purdy. To the goal line and in. Ricky Pearson. Touchdown. 49ers.
San Francisco.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer.
13.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, here comes Corum. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Play action now for Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Yards on the play.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, L.A.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A 9-yard pickup. It's second and inches.
Second and inches. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
First and 10.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. Without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
Gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. Using the pop pass. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
A 2nd down throw here for Purdy. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Third and a yard. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners' 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no need for him going with the ball.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. This duo's dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another 1st. Throwing again is Purdy. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Throwing on second down is Purdy. And caught by Pearsall. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Pearsall. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He's got his man. Completes a Pearsall. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the 49er first down.
Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers are able to cut the deficit to 10.
20.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. It's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So it's fourth down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. Jacob Cowing deep to receive it. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Niners offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man is Jennings. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
Now 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, 1st down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw once more, it's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Here's Purdy again. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. So it's a win here for the Rams. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.